Alright, YouTube, hello. Welcome to the stream for what is hopefully the Etrian Odyssey 2 finale. We've come a long way, but we are right in front of the boss room door, I believe, so we are going to go back to a quick save I made right in front of the door, and we're going to go ahead and go through it. If you like this kind of content, of course, leave a like, it's always appreciated, and sub if you'd like to see more from the series, or see what I'm up to currently. But with all that said, let's go ahead and begin. Oh, hello. There we go. So, quick save is right in front of the fire room, which we're pretty sure is the boss room. I don't think there's anything special anybody needs. We've got a couple skill points to spend. Didn't see that last time. What's Connor putting this in? Huh. More, let's just catwalk then. There you go. And B, I don't think has literally anything. So, we're just gonna cap HP next. Yeah. And we'll just make another quick save, because why not? And I'll go ahead and we'll read the dialogue again, because I'm pretty sure we did last time. The floating palace in the sky, you have at last reached its pinnacle. After swinging the heavy door open, you enter an open, well-lit chamber. The hall is filled with objects wondrous to your eyes, as well as a strange echoing noise. As you struggle to take it all in, a mysterious voice booms from above you. Welcome to the inner sanctum of my heavenly keep, the King's Hall. We created it in the image of an ancient ark that might escape into the skies. I fear you will not understand my tale, but listen. Long ago, the world faced destruction. The signs were obvious, and so we made plans to flee the perishing earth for the skies. But mankind could not adapt to the drastically altered environment below. I continued my never-ending research on the life to save them, but some were not satisfied. They wished to die on their home soil, to return to the false lands and the dead earth. I performed experiment after experiment, save those who remained faithful to me. But the secrets of life are obscure and arcane. Little time remained to find a breakthrough. Thus did I discard my human form, transferred my mind to a body that would last forever. In that way I continue my research to protect my flock from all manner of calamities. That research continues today. The Grail of Kings, source of that much-sought immortality. It's not fully functional. Genetic warping occurs, and men become something entirely other. If she had remained with me, her specialty was genetic research, perhaps. No, the past is dead, and it is folly to speculate. I alone will discover man's salvation. I will not let you take the Grail of Kings from here. It is vital to mankind's future. Perish and become dust before my power as the Overlord. So we fight a giant egg capsule. We don't have any force gauge, so let's do our best. Go for gag. And you don't have anything to do, so I guess just throw out sleep codes. And you're gonna ricochet, right? No, you're gonna snipe for now. Random status effects, yep. Go ahead and gag again. You don't need to do anything here, right? Now you can go for sleep cut again. You can go for sapping. Actually, no, B can't do anything, so one of you's gonna have to use an item. Now, these three should be on B. Oh, his counter. You can use the revive. Yep, Damon's still up, so. You're slower than DJ, so you could probably... I don't think we have a singular healing item, do we? No. Should be fine, though. Use Medi Shot. Repair, head's been down. Fuck you. Ups then. Healing on soul. Use dampen. No, still got 2 turns. So probably attack. And you can use ricochet. Heal again. And ricochet again. Maybe Medaria again. Cups. You can go ahead and transfer. Oh no, it's dead. Okay, that was a good transfer. No experience. Definitely not the real boss. The majestic being known as the Overlord crumbles before you. As you bask in your hard-won victory, the voice speaks up again. It seems your power is far greater than I anticipated, but you do not understand. My research is still far from complete, though I have created something of a prototype. True eternal life will not be possible until the Holy Grail is finished. So I cannot allow myself to be defeated now. But I have a proposition. I will grant you immortality and human strength. In return for which, you must leave the Holy Grail with me and depart from this castle. Think well. Not all humans desire life eternal and strength unsurpassed. The Overlord's offer has been made, and he awaits your answer. The decision is entirely in your hands. No! We're here to kill your ass. You cannot leave when the Grail of Kings is so near at hand, and so you refuse the Overlord. At hearing your response, the Overlord sighs deeply before speaking again. So you choose destruction. It is inevitable, I suppose. Come to me, where I wait, and you shall discover my true power. Alright, so this is exactly where I left off the last time. But something y'all should know, if you are going to take on the final boss... No, I should have accepted his offer. Very tempting, I know. If you try to leave... Now, isn't it time? You are locked... Once you enter this room, you are locked in. You have to finish the final fight. You are not allowed to leave and prepare after fighting the first half of the boss. I had to do this because I was stuck in the room. A mysterious power is preventing you from going forth. So there's nowhere else to go other than the throne. I'm surprised you're actually here, Noir. Usually you're pretty busy. Alright, this is probably where we get clapped. I don't want to quick save, because that quick save's a pretty good spot. I don't think... Let's see, we have a bunch of nectars. We have some somas to heal. We have 1 Thracia V. That's gonna be the worst thing. Children of man, freed from the destruction of the old world, I have dreamt a new future. None shall deter me from my sacred goal. I shall surpass the limits of humanity. Oh my god. A whole ass cutscene? Alright, what's the boss look like? Got some free time, I usually go back and watch your streams. Oh, that's nice. Hey, yo! It's a fucking Megazord? It hatched. The bird hatched. Behold the power of a god. That's fucking terrifying. We are probably gonna get one-shot by this thing. I have no doubt. That's badass, even if it's scary. Behold the power of a god. Oh, hey, nice. Early arm bind. Alright. Travel. Okay, looks like a party-wide hit. Go ahead and use gag now. And you can... And we're doing this without force gauge too, so this is definitely not going to be easy. You can go for revenge, I guess. I don't know how fast this thing is. Oof. Well, we got 5 hits in, so it's still pretty good. How's fire do as well? You actually don't want to be doing that. You want to use transfer. And we'll have B use a Soma. So we want to use a Soma. Oh, you bound his arms, huh? Now you can use Self too. Do you have a Thracia A? We do not. I have nothing to remove that. I guess we could just use Fizz Mist on ourselves. And if B can't use her arms, they can't use any shots, so... You should still go for Madare. You're still going for Gag. You should... Let's use a Soma too. Use a Fizz Mist. Just attack. We can handle travel. Have you transfer to Soul? Have you use Dampen again? You're gonna use another Soma. Shackles. Just have you attack. You attack. Push it. Need you to survive, so if you could defend, that'd be great. Medi shot. Ooh, damn, he didn't live. I was really hoping he was gonna live that. You can use Sal 2 here. You can use a Nectar 3. And you're just gonna use Ricochet. Yeah. You're gonna go for Madare, you're gonna go for Cups again. His Dampen's still up, so you guys are pretty healthy. You can go ahead and transfer the Sal. Refresh the Dampen. No, use Corrupt. Use Revenge. Maybe Revenge will be good here. One-shot Connor. Damn, that would have been good HP for Connor to use Revenge. I should actually have... You're gonna Madari anyway, so we'll have you use Nectar. So we can't use Sal 2, so use Soma 3. Nice, good job everybody. Lord Wrath. Okay, we got no XP for that though. Shafts of light filled the room, and after a violent quake, the light pours down to the earth. Whether the light marks the end of an ancient legend or the opening of a new chapter, it would be premature to judge now. That was first try? What? That was so much easier than Etrian. The Overlord, the self-proclaimed god and master of Heavenly Keep, has dissipated into drops of light before your eyes. You recall his words, "My aim is nothing less than the evolution of man, the dawn of a new race, the Megazord. Despairing at man's weakness, he personally strove to transcend the limitations of his species. He who knew human weakness and left humanity behind, and those who also knew and bore the burden proudly. Perhaps their conflict was not a matter of right and wrong. It was a struggle whose outcome was determined by the strength of their respective beliefs." There may come a time again when mankind face incredible adversity will lose its way. But even when traveling a false path, man will continue to go forward, one step at a time. Inner Piss Blimp. Just as you traverse the flying castle, the strength and bravery will allow them to face any hardship. Your adventure ends here. But keep its memory with you. Remember the wishes of those who ascended to the heavens so that one day they can be passed on. Oh, it's the shop, it's the innkeeper's daughter. So nice people in Prosper coming back safe. Hooray! I never stopped believing in them. I knew they could find the truth of those old legends. You cannot do the 6th stratum unless you finish... Yeah, I remember you telling me that early on. They really did it, didn't they? I'm closing the bar for the afternoon to welcome them home. So they travel the forest. They mustn't fall behind. I'll make my own mark in the world. Because I still need to do all that fucking, like, Brina class of certain level stuff. Father saved the boss and messengers through High Lagaard. They must have a hero's welcome. So the ruler of the skies is dead. At last, those caught in a cycle of tragedy can rest. That was such a cool boss, but the actual fight itself was so lame for my party. I don't know if I was over-leveled or something. It didn't feel like I was. I was definitely taking appropriate damage. I just used a Fizz Mist and used Dampen, and the thing just died super fast, which I guess is how Etrian Odyssey 2 is played, but that kind of sucks. That took, yeah, that took about 15 minutes to actually kill. Man, I had set a time, because Etrian took me a while. And I would feel like I was a higher level. Etrian was so much harder on Expert. That's crazy. Well, damn, guys, I didn't realize today was also going to be a Baldur's Gate 3 day. Yeah, save my clear game right here. I guess we'll load the cleared game. Honestly, as soon as you step foot in town, one of the guards stepped briskly towards you. You there, of Prospect, I have a message from the minister. He has expressed his wish that you come to the Duke's palace when you spare a moment. Having delivered his message, the soldier returns to his post. Oh yeah, I full healed the party before I left too, so we're in fighting shape. Alright, Dookie, what you want? Got a mission for me? Nope. How may I help you? Oh, I'm just kidding. Welcome, Guild Prospect. Our men keep me informed of what goes on in the castle. You're doing a tremendous job. I'm truly sorry for making you solve our problems our ancestors have caused. If I could, I would give you a public apology, but the citizens cannot know of this. It would only cause a panic. Please keep this matter between the two of us. While you were up there, the sky let loose a hail of stones, throwing the town into chaos. Even our most stalwart citizens were seized with terror and could think only of survival. How blind I have been. It is not the officials who make this nation, it is the people. We've been so focused on imposing order we forgot that citizens should help one another. It is a fine nation, but it wasn't the Grand Duchy who made it that way. Every man and woman pooled their strength to build a home where they could be proud to live. Before this old man forgets again, I thank you with all my heart for what you've done. The day isn't far off when it will be me coming to you for advice. I would like to reward you with one of my books. It's called Perceiving Multi-Layered Space. Oddly specific novel. Hey, what's that look for? This book is fascinating. Hey, where are you going? I guess you're explorers through and through. Yeah, I'm not sure. Alright, now we can turn in the quest. I've just heard the news. It's true that you penetrated the heart of the floating castle and retrieved the Grail of Kings, the Holy Grail. The Duke's life is saved. I will inform Lady Gradriel immediately. Yeah, don't use it. It'll turn you into a monster. Members of Prospect, you have my deepest thanks. The Holy Grail. I hardly dared to dream that you would find it. You traveled so long and fought so hard, I have heard rumors of your battle with the Overlord. Only Guild Prospect could have accomplished so much. And my father, the Duke, will be saved. My heart has not felt such joy in a long time. I shall spare no expense in granting whatever reward you desire. Please take this. I must now go prepare the panacea for my father. 1,000 thanks would not be enough, Guild Prospect, so I shall thank you only once more. Yes, if I may remind you of something, if you recall the first time we met, I made you an offer. Should you retrieve the Holy Grail, we would be prepared to make you an entitled noble, but even then, I knew you would turn down such a reward. An explorer desires freedom above all things. Even this old man understands that. Rather than nobility, then, let me give you this as a token of all you have done for High Lagaard. $50,000, less than you can get from some boss mats. Guana's best girl in this game. I'm pretty partial to the girl in the S-Bat guild. Innkeeper's. Yeah, I like her. I like her from the little bit I played in Fafnir Night. She seemed. Let's see, I can't see. It's probably an equipment then. Okay, here we are. Ducal marked 100 HP, 50 TP. Nice. Oh, let's go ahead and register some stuff. Got Overlord and Overlord. Sunlight, Ice Rain, and Volt Self. It only has Lord Wrath item. Resistant. Oh wow, his was just resistant to bind, so we still got him with 2 of them. Nice. Only 8k HP though. Huh. Oh yes, there was something I wanted to tell you all. We met someone from that race you've become so familiar with, the Winged Ones. He has informed us that there is a way to eradicate all monsters from the labyrinth. The resources found within that forest have brought us this nation prosperity and tranquility. If we could venture into the labyrinth without putting our lives at risk, well, of course, this Winged One's claim has not been verified. I briefly considered having the Guard Corps investigate, but I don't know of anyone more skilled at exploring the labyrinth than you. What say you? Yeah, sure. I was hoping you'd say that. I cannot express how much I appreciate all you do for us. The Winged One claims that there is another stratum of forest atop the castle. He seems to be referring to the floating islands that hover around nearby. Your mission is to find a way onto those islands to retrieve a certain sword. Alas, not even the Winged One knew what that sword looks like, but once you have it, you can supposedly gain total control over the labyrinth. Still, I hesitate to put all full forces into a search based on such incomplete data. Thus, we have been in contact with Mr. Cass at the bar, who will offer it as a quest. If you wish for him to take the quest, you can ask him for more details. I trust that you'll bring about the desired result. Oh, did they make it easier to get to the 6th stratum? Blood for the Grail. No, it's not there. So, yeah, we do have to... I think we have to do all of it in the Duke's service and some other shit. So I don't think we have much else we could do here. The quest addressed to you a lot is the Winged Ones wanted to meet you. I'm sure you've heard from the fellow at the Grand Duchy that seems a mite suspicious, but they did pay me a broker's fee and left the rewards. It's more or less up and up. Is it just me or do you meet the strangest people in this line of work? I guess you could count me in with that sort. Here's the directions to the place you're meant to meet. All the memo says is I'll be waiting at the entrance of the floating castle. Yeah, okay, so, wow, that was pretty easy. I mean, that was pretty straightforward. I'll go ahead and sleep, guys, you've earned it. And let's go ahead and sell stuff. We'll just go for a couple more minutes just to round it out to like half an hour or so. Sar cloth. Everybody can wear it. Elemental resist. Nice. I'm sure if I want to grind, then I can certainly do that. But... I guess we'll head to Heavenly Keep and just see what this guy wants. He said he's at the entrance to the Piss Castle, so... Wait, what? Didn't he say he was here? Or is he back here? Was that it? Was that not it? He said he was at the entrance to the floating castle. Oh, defeat the monsters roaming the castle to awaken the foul grail. I see. Okay. Wow, that was not at all in the quest description, by the way. And that was not at all in the quest description, so that is interesting that it gave us the whole thing after. Oh, there he is. I like his music, too. As you proceed to the castle entrance, a man leaning on the pillar speaks to you. You're late. Are you Prospect? His long talon arms and impressive wings are proof enough of his identity. Strange, I don't feel the flow of Issa. I thought that you carried the foul grail. You look at him in bewilderment, seeing your puzzled face as he continues. I see, I had not heard correctly. Listen, Prospect. There are two grails, the cup of life and the cup of death, known to very few. If you wish to go further up, find the foul grail, otherwise, you waste your time. Ganon trails off, then spreads his wings and flies off. Seems you have no choice but to heed his request and find this foul grail. You watch the winged one vanish into the sky and decide to leave the area. Okay, so... if I didn't read this quest description, then I would never know that you would have to defeat the monsters roaming a castle to awaken a foul grail. So I guess your first requirement in this side quest for the 6th stratum is to kill all the FOEs roaming around. Which, the ones roaming around here that are the Orochis are pretty strong, so I could see that it might cause people trouble. That's not really our problem. Alright, YouTube, that's gonna be it for Etrian Odyssey 2. As I said many a time before, we are not doing the 6th stratum on stream. That is gonna be too much work, and that's something I just want to do on my own, because I'm just gonna be vegged out, getting through it in my own time, so... thank you for sticking around to the end, I truly appreciate it. And next time we'll be starting Etrian Odyssey 3, so until then, take care.